What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be rebuilding the Golden State Warriors and hopefully winning Stephen Curry another championship before he decides to retire. The only player that's going to be safe throughout this video is Steph Curry. Everyone else could be traded if the trade is worth it. So far, the Warriors' record is 21 wins and 22 losses. We are the 11th seed, which means we're not a playoff team currently. And the Dub Nation has been wanting a new big man for quite a while, so we're going to make that happen. There's been rumors going around that the Warriors are interested in Nikola Vucevic, so let's go ahead and try acquiring Nikola Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls. Also, make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 200 subscribers, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. So here's the trade that I cooked up for Nikola Vucevic. I'd also want Coby White from the Chicago Bulls. I think Coby White could be a perfect fit on the Warriors as our new starting shooting guard. So let's see if we can also get Coby White from the Chicago Bulls. To make this trade possible, we're also going to have to take on Torrey Craig, where we send them Kevon Looney, Gary Payton II, and Buddy Hield. I highly doubt the Chicago Bulls will accept this trade, but that's why we have first round picks that we can throw in this trade to make possible. Let's see what they say here for this trade. And they do decline, but let's throw in a first round pick and some seconds and then see what they say about this trade. So we could throw in our own 2027 first round pick that's valued at 2 stars, which is pretty high. So let's see what they say now. And it looks like they're still going to decline. What if we throw in a second rounder? Would that get it done? Let's see, and it does not. We may have to include 2 first round picks, which is quite a lot, but if we get Vucevic and Coby White, I think that's kind of worth it. And yeah, I think we're going to have to give up another first round pick, which I'm kind of fine with. Again, as I said, we're going to be getting Coby White, who's almost averaging 20 points per game. Per 36 minutes, he would be averaging 30. He would be averaging 20 points per game. So let's see, 2 first rounders, if this could get it done here. And the Chicago Bulls hopefully agree, and they still decline for some reason. So we may not be able to get Vucevic from the looks of things. And yeah, I'm not really down to I'm not open to giving up 3 first round picks for Vucevic and Coby White, because we can most definitely get some other players for 3 first round picks. So we may just target Vucevic and not Coby White. So in real life, the Chicago Bulls want a first round pick from the Golden State Warriors. That's the rumors that are going around. So in real life, I'm pretty sure they would accept this trade, but let's see if they do so in 2K. Let's go ahead and give them this trade, and they do decline. I would be open to giving up a few second rounders if that gets it done. Let's see if that will. And it does. And now we got the Dub Nation, the Golden State Warriors, a new big man in Nikola Vucevic. Excited to see how things play out, but we're not stopping here. I'm also going to go ahead and try targeting a new starting shooting guard for our team. What I'm going to be doing is moving Buddy Hield's position from shooting guard to small forward. That way his overall goes up by 2, and now he's a 79 overall. And now I'm going to go ahead and target ourselves a new shooting guard to bring on our team. We're here talking with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we're going to try targeting Caris LeVert, who's been having a phenomenal season, shooting 42% from the 3-point line. Let's see if we can send them Buddy Hield and acquire Caris LeVert in return. We could also throw in a bunch of second rounders, which hopefully will end up getting it done. Let's see what happens here. 1 first rounder, they do decline. 2 second rounders, they also decline. What if we throw in 3 second rounders? And yeah, we're not going to be getting Caris LeVert, but there's another player on the OKC Thunder who I would love to acquire, and that's Luke Dort. He's shooting 41% from the 3-point line this season. He's one of the best defenders in the league. He could be our new starting shooting guard. Let's see what the OKC Thunder would say for this trade, where we send them Buddy Hield and 3 second round picks. And they decline as well. So it looks like we're not going to be getting either of those players unless we include a first rounder. Never mind, I think we could acquire Caris LeVert from the Cleveland Cavaliers if we throw in another player. Since they don't have 15 players on their roster, we're able to give up 2 players and get 1 in return. So we could give up Lindy Waters, Buddy Hield, and 3 second round picks, and I'm pretty sure the Cleveland Cavaliers will accept this trade, and they do. And now we acquired ourselves a new starting shooting guard and Karis LeVert. This is what our new rotation is going to be looking like as of right now. Our starting five is going to be Steph Curry, Karis LeVert at the shooting guard position, and then we have Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Nikola Vucevic. In my opinion, we have a really good starting five, and we may just be contenders. I'm excited to see how things play out this season. Off the bench, we're going to have Jonathan Kuminga, Dennis Schroeder, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and Moses Moody. We may try upgrading our backup center position at the trade deadline, but I'm not sure yet. If Trayce Jackson-Davis plays good, we'll obviously be keeping him. And Jonathan Kuminga is open for an extension, so we're going to go ahead and give him an extension here. He wants around $20-something million a year, which is quite a lot, but we're going to go ahead and give him a 4-year, $21 million a year salary. Let's see what he says, and he declines, so we may have to give him a little bit more than that. 21.5 should get it done, and it does, and now we have Jonathan Kuminga locked down for the next 5 seasons. Now I'll be simulating until the end of this season or the trade deadline. If there's trades to be made, of course, I'll be stopping and showing you guys. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and there's one more trade we're going to be pulling off for this season, and that's for a new backup center in Jonas Valanciunas. In my opinion, Valanciunas would be an amazing backup center to have on our team, so we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off with the Washington Wizards, where we send them Brendan Pajemski and Moses Moody for Jonas Valanciunas, and we also get Corey Kispert in return. Brendan Pajemski in 2K is horrible. He's been playing pretty horrible in real life as well, so that kind of makes sense. So he's not going to be a part of our rotation for this video, so might as well go ahead and trade him since he does have 3-star trade value. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off here with the Washington Wizards, where we get Jonas Valanciunas and Corey Kispert in return. And that'll be it for trades this season. Now I'll be seeing y'all at the end of this season. Let me quickly show you guys our rotation as well. And here's our new rotation with the last trade we just made. Of course, our starting five will remain the same, but our bench now is going to include Jonas Valanciunas and Corey Kispert. In my opinion, now we're a championship team. I'm excited to see what we can do in the playoffs. I'll be simulating until the playoffs, and I'll see y'all there. Here we are at the end of this season, where Nikola Jokic wins MVP, averaging a triple-double nearly. Messi wins Rookie of the Year, Naz Reid wins 6th Player of the Year, Wemby winning Depoy, Amin Thompson winning Most Improved, De'Aaron Fox Clutch Player, Joe Mazzulla Coach of the Year, and the Dallas Mavericks win Executive of the Year. Let's see if we get any players here, and we do not. And there's really bad news here. We were not even a play-in team for some reason. We fell out of the playoffs and we were the 11th seed. We did win 43 games and lost 39, but we did not make the playoffs, which means we're gonna have a lottery pick. I was expecting us to be a contender, but clearly that's not the case here. Even after pulling off the trades that we pulled off, we had one of the worst offenses in the league, the 8th worst offense to be exact. And I thought our offense would be a lot better after the players we acquired, but clearly that was not the case. Our defense was one of the best defenses in the league, but clearly we need to upgrade our offense in order for us to be contenders, and that's exactly what we'll be doing this off season. We will have a lottery pick, so that's a good thing. We could possibly trade that if we want, or we could draft a good player if possible, but I guess we'll see. Anthony Edwards wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Jason Tatum wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. The Celtics versus the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves go on to sweep the Boston Celtics with Anthony Edwards winning Finals MVP. And I'm going to be overturning a few of these retirements, and then I'll see you guys at the draft lottery. I still can't get over the fact that we were not even a play-in team. That is pretty insane. I mean, our record was pretty bad when we started this rebuild, so that obviously plays a factor into it. But after we traded for Jonas Valanciunas and Corey Kispert, we started losing a ton of games. Before that, with Valanciunas and the LeVert trade, we were honestly on a winning streak, and then we traded for Jonas Valanciunas, and for some reason we just started losing a bunch of games. And we're projected to get the 12th overall pick. Let's see if we stay there or go up, and we stay at the 12th overall pick, which I'm fine with. And now we may trade that pick and some players for a star. Now I'm planning on bringing a star here to pair up with Steph Curry. We tried Valanciunas. We may keep him, we may trade him, I'm not sure. But I guess we'll see what we're going to be doing here from now on. I'm going to be trying to trade away Draymond Green for Jaren Jackson Jr., who was a 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, I believe. And yeah, the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. I think he would be a great fit on our team. He's a good offensive player. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. So let's see if we can trade away Draymond Green and our 12th overall pick to bring Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Bay. Let's see what they say, and they decline the trade, but we do have more first round picks that we could include in this trade, of course. We have one more first rounder that we can include, to be exact. So 2 first round picks, Draymond Green for Jaren Jackson Jr., and they do decline. We could possibly throw in some more players here. Let's see if we're able to do that. And Q Santos, we can't trade. Kyle Anderson, they can't take on the salary for Kyle Anderson, but they can for Trayce Jackson Davis. I'm not sure if I want to trade away Trayce Jackson Davis or Jonas Valanciunas. Holy, Jonas Valanciunas has 3.5 star trade value. So let's throw Draymond Green and Valanciunas in Trade Finder and see what we can get in return for both of these players. I'm going to be trying to pull off an insane trade here where we send away Draymond Green, Jonas Valanciunas, and Corey Kispert for Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter from the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see what they say. DeAndre Hunter is a young player. He's almost, per 36 minutes, he averages 20 points per game. He's an amazing 3-point shooter, good defender, and he can most definitely help out our team a ton offensively and defensively. The same with Jalen Johnson. Let's see what the Atlanta Hawks say for this trade. And they do decline. They want Andrew Wiggins for Okongwu. I'm not down to trade Andrew Wiggins because we can possibly use him in a different trade. But I would be open to giving them the 12th overall pick, and they do accept, and now we got ourselves a new starting power forward in Jalen Johnson. Alright, this is insane here. We can get ourselves Alperen Sengun from the Houston Rockets for Andrew Wiggins and a first round pick. There's no way we're passing up on this trade offer here. Of course, we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off where we bring Sengun, the Golden State Warriors, to be our new starting center, and that means we may be moving on from Nikola Vucevic, which sucks. We tried him out, but clearly it didn't work, so we could go ahead and trade him for a different player, but that will decide after free agency because Caris LeVert's a free agent, and if we're able to bring him back, we may keep Nikola Vucevic, but honestly we'll probably trade him because we won't have the minutes to play him and Sengun minutes evenly, obviously. I did fire Steve Kerr and went and got ourselves this guy right here, Michael Soffer, to be our new head coach. And now we don't have any draft picks, so let's go to free agency and see which players we'll need to bring back. So Q Santos, we don't really need him on our team. He's a 71 overall, so he won't be a part of our rotation. We'll let him walk. Qualifying offers, we don't need to give any of these players qualifying offers. Now let's see a free agency who we can bring back. So we can bring back Caris LeVert, which is really good, and we should be able to. Yes, we can. We can also bring back Dennis Schroeder. I think what we're probably going to be doing is signing Dennis Schroeder and Caris LeVert and then trading both of them away for a really good starting shooting guard to bring on our team. So I'm going to go ahead and give them both what they want. Caris LeVert wants a pretty cheap contract, $10 million. So we'll go ahead and give him that. And then the same thing with Dennis Schroeder. He wants around $11-12 million, and we'll obviously go ahead give him that as well, and then we can use both of them in a trade for a high caliber shooting guard. I'm going to be pulling off this trade here with the Atlanta Hawks for Dyson Daniels, who could be our new starting shooting guard. He's one of the best defensive guards in the league. So he'll help us a ton on defense, and he can score when he needs to. He's a decent playmaker, so we're going to go ahead and bring Dyson Daniels on our team to be our new starting shooting guard. And we also got who was that? 1 second, let me check that out again. So we also got Bogdan Bogdanovic, and we're going to go ahead and trade him away for a new backup point guard, and then we'll be ready for this coming season. It totally slipped my mind that we still have Nikola Vucevic on our team, so we're going to be trading him away to the Indiana Pacers for Andrew Nembhard and a first round pick. Obviously, we're not getting the most in return for this trade, but in my opinion, it's a pretty decent trade for our team, and what we need right now is a backup point guard, and Nembhard would be that perfect backup point guard to have on our team who could play offense and defense perfectly. We still have Bogdanovic, who we need to trade away, so let me see what we can get in return for him. I would be open to trading him away for a pick as well, because we don't really need any players at the moment. So like this trade right here is perfect. Even though they're lottery protected and a top 10 protected pick, it's totally fine because we don't need any more players on our team because our rotation is already full. So now I'll be seeing you guys at the start of this coming season. Here we are at the start of this season with our new rotation that includes Stephen Curry, Dyson Daniels, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, Alperen Sengun at the center position. Then off the bench, we're going to have Andrew Nembhard, Jonathan Kuminga, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and Matisse Thybulle, who we signed in free agency. This season, in my opinion, we're a lot better team than we were the previous season. We have defense mixed with our offense, so we should be a lot better hopefully, but I guess time will tell. I'm going to start simulating, and I'll be seeing you guys either at the trade deadline if there's trades to be made, but if we're playing good, I'll be simulating until the end of this season, where hopefully we can win ourselves a championship. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and we're going to be trading away Jonathan Kuminga, and the reason for that is we're a below average 3-point shooting team, so we need to bring a backup power forward who's a good 3-point shooter, and Patrick Williams has a A+ 3-point shot. He's almost shooting 40% from the 3-point line, and let's see what the Chicago Bulls say for Jonathan Kuminga for Patrick Williams. And they do decline this trade, which doesn't make much sense because in reality, Jonathan Kuminga is playing a lot better than Patrick Williams is. The only reason we want Patrick Williams is for his 3-point shooting. And of course, I'm not going to be giving up a first-round pick. And they do decline this trade, so it looks like we're not going to be getting Patrick Williams because I'm most definitely not giving up Kuminga and a first-round pick for Patrick Williams. Now we're here talking to the Denver Nuggets, where we're going to see if we can bring Aaron Gordon to our team to be our backup power forward. This season, Aaron Gordon's a phenomenal shooter. He has an A+ 3-point shot, 89 overall 3-point shot. So bringing him over to our team would most definitely help with our shooting. Let's see what the Denver Nuggets say for this trade, where we send them Jonathan Kuminga and a second-round pick. And they do decline. They want a first-round pick, which I'm fine with, giving up a first-rounder for Aaron Gordon, but obviously for Patrick Williams, I'm not down for. So now we got ourselves a new backup power forward in Aaron Gordon, and now I'll be simulating until the end of this season, where hopefully we could win ourselves a championship. Here we are at the end of this season, where Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year, Bones Highland wins 6th Player of the Year, Wemby also wins Defensive Player, Scoot Henderson wins Most Improved, Devin Booker wins Clutch Player of the Year, Greg Popovich winning Coach of the Year, and they also win Executive of the Year. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections. We do get Alperen Sengun on All-NBA second team, which is really nice to see. And that's it for that. Let's see if we get any All-Defensive teams, and we do not get anyone on All-Defensive team, which is totally fine. We were the 2nd seed this season, and we played a lot better than we did in the previous season, winning 54 games and losing only 28, putting us at the 2nd seed. And in round number 1, we're going to be facing off against the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr., as well as Zach Edey and Gigi Jackson. Let me show you guys our player stats for the regular season before we get into the playoffs. So our leading scorer was Stephen Curry, putting up 21.5 points per game. For some reason, Steph doesn't go off like he does in real life in the 2K simulations for some reason, but it is what it is. And he also doesn't play as many minutes as I assigned him. He only played 32 minutes. In reality, I was giving him about 35 minutes, 36 minutes a game. But he was our leading scorer, putting up 21.5 points per game. Right behind him was Sengun, putting up 19 points per game, as well as 11 rebounds and 5.5 assists. Then we had Jalen Johnson putting up 16 points, 9.5 boards, 5 assists, 15 points per game from DeAndre Hunter. 12 from Aaron Gordon was an amazing get for our team, shooting 41% from the 3-point line. I'm pretty sure, yes, he did. He made the most amount of 3-pointers this season in his whole career, making 123 3-pointers. And then we had Dyson Daniel, who was amazing defensively and offensively as well. Even though his 3-point shot was not there, he was still decent offensively, averaging 11 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Nembhard with 10 points, 4.5 assists, and then the rest of the team. Now let me fix up our player minutes and then we'll see if we can defeat the Memphis Grizzlies. Alrighty, I fixed up our player minutes. Let's see if we can defeat the Memphis Grizzlies. Game 1 is a loss for us. Curry had 35 points, 24 from Nembhard, but we still fell short. Game 2 is also a loss for us, so we're down 2-0 against a play-in seed, even after we were the 2nd seed. What I think I'm going to do is insert Aaron Gordon into our starting lineup for defensive reasons and put Jalen Johnson on the bench. And yeah, that would be the smart move since Jalen Johnson's only shooting 40% from the field. So let me fix up our rotation and then we'll be back for game 3. I came up with a new rotation: Steph Curry, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson at the small forward position, Aaron Gordon at the power forward position, DeAndre Hunter shooting 37% from the field, so I decided to bench him for now. See how things play out. Şengün is also not playing good. He's only shooting 37% from the field. So hopefully he can pick it up a notch here, and the same with DeAndre Hunter. Let's see what happens in game 3. We'll jump into Simcast and see if we can get this win. So we lost both games at home, and now we're playing away at their home. They have home court advantage at this point. And we do have the lead by a ton, which is a good sign, and it looks like we will be winning this game. We scored 156 points, beating the Memphis Grizzlies by 50 points. That's insane. That is really insane. That's a good thing. Hopefully we can continue playing like this. Curry had 35 points that game. Dyson Daniels had 28, 25 from Gordon, 23 from Şengün, and a triple-double from Jalen Johnson. So clearly the starting 5 is really good together, with Aaron Gordon in the starting lineup and Johnson at the small forward position. Let's see if we can tie up the series here. We'll jump into Simcast once again, where they do have home court advantage. But hopefully we can get this win again, just like the last game. But they do have the lead so far. It's a back and forth. We're up by 3, 7:50 remaining. And now we have the lead, and it looks like we're going to be tying up the series. We win by 9 points. Şengün had 30 points, 14 boards. Gordon with 20 points. So clearly putting Aaron Gordon into the starting lineup has been working. He's playing absolutely amazing in the starting lineup. Curry had 19 points, 16 from Dyson Daniels. He's kind of struggled, shooting 5 of 15, but his defense, 4 steals and 2 blocks, was amazing. Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter down here. Hunter with only 7 points. Trace Jackson Davis. Let's see if we can go up 3-2. And we do go up 3-2. Let's go. Curry with 25, 24 from Aaron Gordon. Maybe we should have put Gordon in the starting lineup from earlier. He's playing absolutely amazing, averaging 20 points per game, shooting almost 60, 45, 80. Shooting 50, 40, 80 to be exact. Şengün with 19. Can we beat them here in 6? And we can. Let's go. Şengün, another 30 piece with 13 rebounds. Curry with 22. Johnson with a double-double. Gordon with 15. Nembhard with 10. How was Dyson Daniels' defense on Ja Morant? It was good. He struggled from the three-point line, but he still played pretty good, shooting 55%. Now we got ourselves the OKC Thunder in round 2, and oh my god, somehow they acquired Kyrie Irving. That's insane. How was this team able to get Kyrie Irving? And oh my god, they signed him to a $13 million contract somehow. Kyrie Irving out here ring chasing, ended up on the OKC Thunder. This is not fair at all. This team literally has 4 90 overall players in their starting lineup. The only player that's not a 90 overall player is Luke Dort, and he's one of the best defenders in the league. I don't know how the hell this team got Kyrie Irving on their team, but they did. And I highly doubt we're going to be able to beat them, but hopefully we do. Let's see. They were the 3rd seed, so in the regular season, we did play better than them. And I remember beating this team a few times in the regular season as well. So hopefully we can do that here in this 7-game series. Game 1 is a loss for us, of course. Game 2 is a win. Let's go. Curry putting up a 31-point double-double. Şengün with 24, 23 from Jalen Johnson, and 22 from Aaron Gordon. In order for us to win this series, our starting five has to go off every single night. Let's see what happens here in game 3. We do lose game 3. Holmgren had 33 points, 28 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Kyrie with 26. This big four is too insane. All 90 overall players. How is it that other teams are able to get stars like Kyrie Irving for $13 million a year, but when I offer that in free agency, the stars get super mad for some reason? Can we tap the series? We do. Let's go. Curry with 30 points, Şengün with 18. This game here is a big game for us. Let's see if we can win this, which we do. Let's go. Curry with 25-point double-double. Johnson with 25 points, 20 from Aaron Gordon, and 19 from Hunter. Hunter's not playing well at all off the bench. 30% from the three-point line is insane. We'll jump into Simcast here for this game, where hopefully we could get the win and advance to the conference finals. And so far they do have the lead, but hopefully we can come back, and they're almost up by 30 points. So clearly we're not going to be winning this game. Curry had 23, Daniels had 18, but we still fell short. Kyrie Irving was 23, 22 from Shai, and a 20-point double-double from Holmgren, and 20 from J-Dub. Game 7 with the playoffs on the line. Let's see what happens here. In the first quarter is absolutely amazing for our team. Hopefully we can keep this up. We do have the lead at this moment. They are pushing back. 4 minutes remaining. We're up by 7. We're up by 10, 150 remaining. Slow this down a little bit here in case we need to jump in, and it looks like we won't. We almost had to. We won by one single point. They almost came back there in the end. But luckily we won this game with Curry putting up 39 points, 22 from Dyson Daniels, who's been playing phenomenal these last few games, averaging 3 steals per game. Şengün with 19. Now we advance to go up against the Dallas Mavericks, who no longer have Kyrie, which is a really good sign for us. They only have Luka Doncic. And oh my god, Luka's averaging 50 points per game. Holy cow, I've never seen something like this before, where a player's averaging 50 points a game. He scored 56. He scored 50 plus points in 4 games in a row. 56, 52, 50, 58, and he had a double-double in all 4 of those games. That's crazy. Holy, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this team. I thought it was going to be a lot easier now that they don't have Kyrie, but I mean, if Luka's averaging 50 points per game, I don't know how we'll be able to beat this team. I am going to come up with a defensive coach game plan because I don't want Curry guarding Luka, obviously. I'm going to put Dyson Daniels on Luka and see if that can slow down Luka Doncic. I put Dyson Daniels on Luka Doncic. Let's see if that's going to work out in our favor. Game 1 is a loss. Luka obviously putting up 52 points this game. That's crazy. Game 2 is a win for us. Let's go. Curry with 31, 26 from Aaron Gordon, 25 from Hunter. We need Hunter to be playing really good off the bench. In order for us to win a championship, we need someone off the bench that comes out there, puts up 10 to 15 points a game. Game 3 is also a win for us. Let's go. How did Luka play? 4 turnovers. He still played phenomenal, almost putting up 40 points that game. Curry had 31, and there you go. Once again, Hunter with 29 points. That's what I mean. We need Hunter playing really good because we don't really have a scorer off the bench. Nembhard's more of our playmaker off the bench as our backup point guard, so we need Hunter to play really good. Let's see if we can go up 3-1, and we do not go up 3-1 because obviously Luka dropped 51 points on our head. Keldon Johnson with 30 points, so I'm going to go put someone on Keldon Johnson. I'm probably going to put Aaron Gordon on Keldon Johnson. That way we can hopefully slow down the rest of the Mavericks team. So I came up with a new defensive coach game plan, and let's see if that's going to help us here get this win. We do have home court advantage, so hopefully we can beat the Dallas Mavericks and go up 3-2. So far we do have the lead, but they are kind of pushing back, and there we go. The third quarter we played absolutely amazing. Hopefully we can keep this up, and it looks like we are going to be winning this game with Steph Curry putting up 25 points, 22 from Dyson Daniels, and 20 from Şengün. Hunter once again playing amazing off the bench. Dyson Daniels is averaging 15 points per game and almost 3 steals. Had 6 steals that game, which means he made Luka turn over the ball a bunch, and that's exactly what he did. 7 turnovers from Luka Doncic. Hopefully we can win here in game 6 and advance to the NBA Finals. Let's see what happens. So far, they are destroying us. First half, we played absolutely horrible. It looks like we are going to be losing this game by 15 points. Luka Doncic with a 38-point triple-double. Keldon Johnson had 23 points and Lively with 12. Curry had 28 points, 18 from Hunter, but we still fell short sadly. Alright, let's see if we can defeat the Dallas Mavericks here in Game 7 and advance to the NBA Finals. We'll jump into Simcast where we do have home court advantage, so hopefully we can win this game here. So far we do have the lead, hopefully we can run away with this lead, but they are pushing back. They're up by 12, 7 minutes remaining, and it looks like they are going to be defeating us here and eliminating us in Game 7. Curry had 27 points, 14 from Jalen Johnson, 13 from Aaron Gordon, and a 13-point double-double from Şengün. But Luka Doncic was way too good for us, averaging 46 points in the playoffs. I still can't get over that. And against us, he averaged 45 points per game, as well as a triple-double. Josh Giddey wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Luka wins Western Conference Finals MVP. The Mavericks go on to win, with Luka Doncic averaging a 37-point triple-double. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing this off-season, but we of course need to make some moves to make our team even better than we just were, because clearly we're not championship contenders since we lost to just Luka Doncic basically, which is insane. Luka Doncic really led the Dallas Mavericks to a championship all by himself, which is insane. Now, I'm going to overturn a few of these retirements and then I'll see you guys either at the draft lottery or free agency. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline and we're projected to get the 12th overall pick from the Atlanta Hawks. I believe we got that maybe in the Dyson Daniels trade. I'm not sure if it's lottery protected or not. Let's see if it is. And it's not. We end up getting the 11th overall pick, which means we jumped up 1 in the draft, which is really nice. And I may be selecting ourselves a shooting guard if possible, because Dyson Daniels is a free agent this offseason, and I'm not sure if we're going to have the money to bring him back, which hopefully we do. Now I'm going to finish, or well, staff signing is already complete, so let's go to the NBA draft and see who we can get at pick 11. I decided we're going to be pulling this trade off here where we send Jalen Johnson 2 first-round picks to the Toronto Raptors for Scottie Barnes and Saddiq Bey. The reason I want Scottie Barnes on our team is I want a player on our team that can average around 20-25 points per game. We don't have that at the moment. Curry is the only one averaging above 20 points per game. And I think in order for us to be championship contenders, we need a true number 1 or number 2 option that can put up 20 plus points per game, and I think Scottie Barnes would be that perfect option on our team to pair up with Steph Curry. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off with the Toronto Raptors and bring Scottie Barnes on our team to be our new starting power forward. Scottie's also a really good defender, a good playmaker, and a good rebounder, so he should help out with our offense and defense. But I'm not down there. We're also going to be making another trade here that I'll show you guys in a second. Of course, we lost in the playoffs and clearly we need to make some upgrades to our roster, so that's exactly what I'll be doing. Before we pull off any trades, I'm here at the NBA draft and we're going to be drafting a player here at our 11th overall pick. Probably going to be drafting this guy here, Darius Akuf Jr. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He was projected to go number 5 or 4 in the 2K rank. So we're going to go ahead and draft him, and then we could possibly trade him for a different player later on. He should have a pretty high trade value, which is a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and sign him. He's a 77 overall, which is pretty nice to see. So we could keep him if we want, but if he has a high trade value, we can also be trading him this off season. Dyson Daniels is a free agent, as I said. We're going to be giving him the qualifying offer. I think we should have bird rights on Dyson Daniels, which means we should be able to bring him back, and we can, which is a really good sign. He wants a lot of money, but we're going to go ahead and give him what he wants because he had an absolutely phenomenal season. He's one of the best defensive guards in the league. So we're going to go ahead and bring him back on our team on a 4-year contract. We'll give him around $30 million a year. Let's see how low we can go. We can give him around 26.5, maybe 26. So that's what we're going to be offering him and see if he accepts, which he does. 4 years, $116 million. I'm going to be targeting a new superstar center to bring on our team. I'm going to be trying to trade for Chet Holmgren from the OKC Thunder. He would be an amazing fit on our team. He's averaging around 20 points per game, amazing floor spacing big man, amazing rim protector. So let's see if the OKC Thunder would accept this trade for Alperen Şengün and the rookie we got at the 11th overall pick, who has a 3.5-star trade value. Hopefully they accept this trade, and they do decline. We could throw in a first rounder, and they still decline. Let's see what else we can do here in order to make this trade happen. Kyle Anderson we cannot include. Saddiq Bey we can't include either. But I think there should be a way we can make this trade happen possibly. If not, there's a bunch of other centers that we can go and target as well. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get Chet Holmgren, but I am going to be targeting a different superstar big man to bring on our team. Let's see what the LA Lakers say about Anthony Davis. If they do decline, we can also include Aaron Gordon in the trade. I don't want to include him in the trade. If we're able to keep him out, that would be amazing because he was a phenomenal 6-man for our team this past season, so I'd love to keep him on our team. Let's see what the LA Lakers say here once again when we acquired ourselves a bunch of first-round picks. So 1 first-rounder, they do decline. Let's see if they accept for 2 first-rounders. And they still decline. I wish we were able to throw in more first-round picks, but sadly we're not able to do that for some reason, because this is the maximum amount of players and picks you can trade, so we may have to include Aaron Gordon in this trade. We're back here talking with the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to try trading for Joel Embiid before Anthony Davis. Now that we're including Aaron Gordon in this trade, I think this trade should be a lot more possible. So let's see what the 76ers say for Şengün, Aaron Gordon, and Darius. Hopefully they accept. They do decline, but this is where we could use a bunch of our first-round picks. 1 first-rounder does not get it done. 2 first-rounders does not get it done. And 3 first-rounders does get it done, which means we got ourselves Joel Embiid. Let's go. I'm excited to see how things play out this season with Joel Embiid. I think we're championship contenders. Now we have Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, and Scottie Barnes to form a new big 3. Here we are at the start of this season with our new rotation. Dyson Daniels is up to 90 overall, which is insane. He's a higher overall than Scottie Barnes is. That's pretty crazy. Now we have 3 90 plus overall, 90 overall or higher players in our starting lineup. Our starting lineup is going to include Steph Curry, Dyson Daniels, DeAndre Hunter, Scottie Barnes, and Joel Embiid. And then off the bench, we're going to have Andrew Nembhard, Saddiq Bey, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Trayce Jackson-Davis. I think we're a championship team. We'll see what 2K thinks about us. I'll be simulating until the end of this season or the trade deadline. If there's trades to be made, of course, I'll be stopping and showing you guys. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and there's one trade we're going to be making, and we're going to be trading away DeAndre Hunter for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is a shooting guard, but we can move his position over to small forward, and his overall will probably go up as well. The reason we're pulling off this trade is for defensive reasons. Mikal Bridges has more defensive badges than DeAndre Hunter in 2K, so we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off for Mikal Bridges to be our new starting small forward, and then that's going to be it for trades this season. Here we are at the end of this season where Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, VJ Edgecombe wins Rookie of the Year, Igor Demin wins 6th Player of the Year. Victor Wembanyama wins D-Boy. Kobe Buffkin wins Most Improved. Jason Tatum winning Clutch Player. Our coach, Michael Stauffer, wins Coach of the Year. And we also win Executive of the Year. As you guys can see, in the bottom left corner, we won 61 games, losing only 21. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections. And we do get Joel Embiid on All-NBA 3rd team. Do we get anyone here? We do get Dyson Daniels on All Defensive First Team, which is really nice to see. And we were the 1st seed. And in round number 1, we'll be going up against the Dallas Mavericks, who thankfully no longer have Luka Doncic. I'm not sure where Luka went. Trae Young is on the Mavericks, so would that mean Luka went to the Atlanta Hawks? And that's not the case, so I'm not sure where Luka is at the moment. But yeah, we're going to be facing up against the Dallas Mavericks in round 1. Let me show you guys our player stats before we jump in to the playoffs. So for the regular season, our leading scorer was Joel Embiid, putting up 23 points per game, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.5 block per game. Right behind him was Stephen Curry with 22.5 points per game, as well as 6 assists, shooting 50, 40, 90. Then we had Scotty Barnes with 17 points per game, amazing playmaking and rebounding, as well as good defense on really good efficiency. Mikal Bridges, 14 points per game. He was really good for us, shooting 40% from the 3-point line. Dyson Daniels with 13 points per game, 5 rebounds and 6 assists, as well as 2 steals and almost a block per game. Andrew Nembhard off the bench, 11 points, 5 assists, and then the rest of the team. Caldwell Pope, I don't know if I mentioned, we signed in free agency, and then I moved his position over to small forward, where now he's our backup small forward. His overall jumped up. He's been playing really well for us, shooting 40% from the 3-point line in limited minutes. Now let me fix up our player minutes, and then we'll get right into these playoffs and hopefully defeat the Dallas Mavericks to advance to the 2nd round. So this is what our player minutes will be looking like for the playoffs so far. A bunch of minutes to our starting lineup, and then this is what our bench will be looking like. Let's see if we can defeat the Dallas Mavericks here in round 1. Last playoff run, the Dallas Mavericks defeated us in the conference finals in game 7, so hopefully we can get our revenge. But this time, again, they don't have Luka Doncic, they have Trae Young instead. Let's see what happens here. Game 1 is a loss for us. Okay, Jaden Hardy with 23 points. Trae Young had 12 points, but they still managed to win somehow. Embiid had a 31-point double-double. Our defense was not there. They won by 1 point. Hopefully we could play better defense the second game, and we do win. 26 from Mikal Bridges, 25 from Curry, 21 from Scotty, 17 from Caldwell Pope. Embiid with a double-double. He shot horribly that game, but he still had a double-double. Let's see if we can go up 2-1, and we do just that. Embiid with 28 points, Curry with 27, 17 from Dyson Daniels, as well as 4 steals. Dyson Daniels gets so many steals, it's insane. He's averaging 3 steals per game. In real life at the moment, I believe he's also averaging 3 steals per game. One of the best defensive guards in the league. And they tie up the series somehow. I think I'm going to come up with a defensive coach game plan. Perhaps I should have done that earlier. I'm going to put Dyson Daniels on Trae Young. That way, Trae Young gets slowed down by Dyson Daniels' defense. Alright, I came up with a defensive coach game plan that I think should work. Somehow, Daniel Gafford's averaging 20 points per game off the bench for the Dallas Mavericks. That's crazy. They also have Scottie Pippen Jr. This team is stacked. They don't have many great superstars on their team. Like the only all-star is Trae Young, but they have a lot of depth on their team and a lot of players in double-digit scoring. So let's see if our new defensive coach game plan will work out here. We'll jump into Simcast where we do have home court advantage. And so far they have the lead on us by quite a bit as well. It looks like they're going to be defeating us here. That's insane. They win by 8 points. Dyson Daniels had 23. Derek Lively with 24 points. This team is really good somehow. Was not expecting this, but they're a good team. Perhaps I should have put a defender on Derek Lively II, but I thought Daniel Gafford was a main problem here, but clearly they both are. Alright, let's see if we can win this game and tie up the series. That's going to be embarrassing if we lose to the 7 seed. A play-in team going up against the 1st seed, and they're up 3-2 against us, which is pretty crazy. They do have home court advantage. I switched up a little bit of our players' shot tendencies, so let's see if that's going to work out here in this game. Tie game with 7 minutes remaining. That's crazy that they're even pushing us this far. Let's slow this down in case we need to jump in, which we may need to do here. And we luckily end up winning by 3 points. That's insane. We barely won that game. Curry had 27 points, 26 from Scotty, 22 from Joel Embiid. Clearly our defense is a problem here. We're not playing good defense at all, allowing a lot of their players to be scoring 20 plus points. Game 7, let's see how things go. We will have home court advantage, so hopefully we can win this game and advance to the next round. We start off with an amazing first half. Hopefully we can keep this up. And it looks like we will be winning this game. Let's go, winning by 20 points. But the fact that the 7 seed pushed us to a game 7 is kind of concerning. Joel Embiid had 28 points, 11 boards, Curry with 19 points. I wish Curry was doing a lot more than just 23 points per game. Same, Joel Embiid's playing really good. He's averaging 26, but we need Curry to also be averaging around 25-26 points per game. Let's see how our defense was that game against Trae Young, and our defense was amazing. Let's go. So Dyson Daniels held him to 2 of 11 shooting. And now we got ourselves the Denver Nuggets. If the Dallas Mavericks with no Luka, only Trae Young pushed us to game 7, I'm scared to think about what the Denver Nuggets will be doing here. And now they have Jonathan Kuminga at the power forward position after we pulled off that Aaron Gordon trade. So let's see how things go here. Game number 1 is a win for us. Let's go. Joel Embiid with 25 points, 17 rebounds, 24 from Bridges, 22 from Barnes, 21 from Daniels, and 16 from Curry. Game number 2 is a loss for us. Embiid had 27, but we still fell short. And see what I mean? Curry is not doing as much as we would want from a number 1 option. Not averaging, he scored only 18 points that game. We need him to score a lot more than that in order for us to be winning games here. Game number 3 is a loss. And this is where I'm probably going to be coming up with a coach game plan, a defensive coach game plan. And then we'll see what happens. Not sure if we're going to be winning a championship, to be honest. I did everything we could, have an amazing roster. But for some reason, we're losing a bunch of games that matter the most. It doesn't matter if we're the 1st seed in the regular season, if we can barely win games in the playoffs. I came up with a defensive coach game plan. I moved around our players' shot tendencies a little bit. Let's see if that's going to work out here and get us a win in game 4. The Nuggets do have home court advantage, but we could still get this win. Let's see, so far we do have the lead, but hopefully we can keep this lead, and it looks like we are going to be winning this game. Let's go. Stephen Curry with 31 points, 28 from Scotty Barnes, 18 from Mikal Bridges, 12 and 12 from Joel Embiid. Let's see how our defense was. So our defense was a lot better this game than the previous few games, which is a good sign. Hopefully we can keep this up. The series is tied at 2-2 apiece. We have home court advantage this game. So let's see what happens here. And so far we are losing this game, but it's still close and we may be able to come back. And oh god, overtime, 30 seconds remaining. We're down by 1. Let's jump in this game and hopefully get us a win here. I'm going to be jumping in, but our player shots will depend on the player's actual shot percentage, field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage. As you guys can see here, I changed the settings. So let's jump in and see if we can get this win. The Denver Nuggets are starting with the ball. Let's see what the rotation is looking like right now, actually. So yeah, this is what I want. Hopefully we can get a stop here and then score 1 bucket on the Nuggets. Jake LaRavia is also on their team, being guarded by Scotty Barnes They're probably going to try getting this ball to Jokic by the looks of things, and that should be a miss, and it is. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Not much time remaining, so easy bucket. Let's go. Wide open lane, and we score, which puts us up by 1. Now, that's a miss, and we win this game. Let's go. That was insane. They gave Steph Curry a wide open lane. What were they expecting? A wide open layup, easy one, to close this game in overtime. Game 6, let's see if we can defeat the Denver Nuggets and advance to the conference finals. They have home court advantage this game, but let's see how things play out. So far, we do have the lead, but not by much. They are pushing back here in the fourth quarter. We're up by 2, 6 minutes remaining. They take the lead from us. 1 minute remaining. They're up by 3. They're up by 1. They're still up by 3. I think we should jump in once again and hopefully get us another win here. Alright, we're jumping in here. We're starting with the ball luckily this time. Let's see what we can do here. Joel Embiid with the ball. Back to Scotty Barnes. Curry. Oh god, I just turned that ball over. Horrible turnover. And that's in. Oh my god, they hit a wide open 3-pointer. Jake Lerov. Yeah, they're up by 6. We gotta get a clutch 3-pointer here by Curry. Let's get someone to set a screen. Scotty Barnes. That was a 2, not a 3, but that still went in. I wish that was a 3. So right now, again, I'm playing with the player's real shot field goal percentage. It's not based on how I shoot. It's based on the player's real field goal percentage in the game. Nikola Jokic has a ball. He's trying to run down Embiid. He's wasting time here. Oh god. And they score, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be losing here. Even if I had a clutch 3 with Curry, I don't think we're going to be able to win this. We'll try, but you never know. I don't think we're going to be able to come back, because even if we hit a 3, we're still going to be down by 3, I believe. Let's try here. And that's in. Curry with another 3. They're up by 3. Let's see what happens here. Fouled Jamal Murray. I did not want to foul him, but the computer generated players did it themselves, so there's nothing I can really do about that, sadly. I'm pretty sure Jamal Murray's going to hit both of these shots, and then there's no way we're coming back from this. So I'll see you guys in the next game. Game 7, win or go home situation. Let's see what happens. We do have home court advantage, so hopefully we can get this win and advance to the NBA conference finals. So far, we do have the lead by quite a bit, and it looks like we are going to be winning this game. Let's go by 16 points. Stephen Curry with 26, 24 from Scotty Barnes, 20 from Mikal Bridges, 18 from Joel Embiid. How was our defense? Our defense was amazing on Jokic. That's the main reason we probably won this game. And now we're advancing to face the San Antonio Spurs, who have Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, who's up to 89 overall, John Collins, Devin Vassell, Cam Boozer, Bogey Fland, and then also they have Dylan Brooks, Luke Dort. This is a pretty stacked team. Naz Reid is also off the bench. So yeah, this team has a lot of depth. Hopefully we're able to defeat them. Let's see what Wemby is averaging. He's averaging 28 points per game. He is the MVP of this season, so we gotta make sure we beat this team. He was the MVP of this season and the last season. Also Defensive Player of the Year for the past 3, which is pretty insane. Let's see what happens here. Game 1 is a win for us. Let's go. Dyson Daniels with 22 points, 21 from Curry, 18 from Scotty. Where's Embiid? Yeah, 12 points from Embiid. He's kind of struggling here. We need him to pick it up a notch. Game 2 is also a win for us. Let's go. Embiid had a 20-point double-double that game. 18 from Curry, 16 from Bridges. Game 3 is a loss for us. Wemby had 30 points. Embiid also had 30 points. And something crazy is both of our big men are from France. Not really crazy, but just a fun fact. that Joel Embiid and Wemby are both from France and they're going up against each other in the conference finals. The series is tied at 2-2 apiece. I'm going to come up with a defensive coach game plan and then we'll advance from there. Game 5, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we can win this game and go up 3-2. This is a really important game to win. We do have home court advantage. So far we have the lead, but they take it right back. It's a back and forth battle. They're up by 5, 7 minutes remaining. And it looks like they're going to be winning by 4. This is so annoying. Joel Embiid only has 20 points. I don't know why, but Joel Embiid in 2K is not as good as he is in real life. In real life, bro averages around 30 points per game, but in 2K simulations, he's always sitting around 20 points per game, which makes no sense. He doesn't get the free throws that he gets in real life. If he did, we would have probably been winning this series right now. And Curry is nowhere to be seen. Bro only had 8 points. Okay, we deserved to lose that game. How is our number one option only going to score 8 points and attempt 9 field goals? Make that make sense. Game 6, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we can win this game and push it to a game 7. If not, we're being sent to Cancun. Oh god, they're up by 2 with 4 minutes remaining. We're up by 1. They take the lead right back. And we're eliminated just like that. Only 99 points scored. No point in us being the first seed when we continue getting eliminated in the playoffs. 22 from Curry. Embiid had 22. And we fell short. Wemby did not even play that good that game, but yet this team beat us. Wemby wins Western Conference Finals MVP, Evan Mobley winning Eastern Conference MVP. Perhaps we should have traded for Anthony Davis instead of Joel Embiid, but it is what it is. Could've, could've, would've. It is what it is. We traded for Joel Embiid. Clearly it didn't work out. Let's see who goes on to win this championship here, and it's the San Antonio Spurs with Wemby winning his first championship. I'm pretty sure this would be his first championship for the video. Yes, it is his first NBA championship, averaging 23, 10, and 4, as well as 2.5 steals and 3 blocks. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I know we didn't complete the goal of winning a championship for Steph Curry. This is one of the first videos where I wasn't able to complete the goal of winning a championship, but it is what it is. We tried our best, pulled off a bunch of trades, basically traded away the whole roster, but we still couldn't win ourselves a championship. One more thing I want to state is soon I'm going to be playing NBA 2K on a PC and not on Xbox. At the moment I play on my Xbox, and when I'm playing on PC, the simulation speed is a lot faster, which means I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos, and they're going to be a lot more seasons than a few seasons. After when I start playing on PC, I can upload videos of me simulating through 5, 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever I really want. Because the simulation speed is really fast on PC, whereas on Xbox it's hella slow. So yeah, just know that I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos coming soon. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm sorry I wasn't able to win a championship, but hopefully in the next video we're able to win a championship for whichever team we decide to rebuild. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video, subscribe if you are new. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.